Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to learn the Laravel 8 REST API CRUD with Laravel Sanctum. So guys, as we have completed in past 3 videos, that is part 1, part 2, part 3, where we have completed with the CRUD application, and now we are going to secure this CRUD application with the Laravel Sanctum. So this is nothing but your authentication thing. So guys, let's see the demo. So as you can see, we are going to fetch the products, and this is the output guys, and there is no login or register thing inside this. We can directly get that. So let me just show you the code with that. Over here you can see guys, these are the routes. I want to give this routes as authenticated, so until and unless he logs in, he should not be able to access that things. Okay, so guys, let's get started with that. So first let's move back to our Laravel documentation with the 8 version. We are on that. So now let's move to this package, and under that package you can find the Sanctum. Perfect. So click on Laravel Sanctum, and then guys, let's go below to install this. So for the installation, copy this and open your terminal. Paste and hit enter. So let's just wait to finish with this. So guys, our Laravel Sanctum package is installed, and now let us minimize with this, and let's go to our doc again and follow this next step. So let's copy this and let's paste that. Hit enter. Everything is published over here. That is your migration and the database, everything. Let's get back, and now we have to give PHP artisan migrate. So before giving migrate, you have to check your authentication. Is that UI auth, so login and registration system, is created or not? So I'll just show you. So right now I have already installed over here. So login, you should be able to see this login.php file. Okay, so login form, and then install with this Sanctum. Okay, and now guys, let us migrate this. Copy, paste, and hit enter. So migration created successfully guys. You can see personal access token is created for the Sanctum. Let's get back again, and we have to do some changes in our kernel.php file. So let's copy this first line. These 2 lines are already present, so let's see. Let's go to app http kernel.php. Done. Let's kill this terminal, we don't require now. Okay, so let's go to this API. So API.php, these 2 things are there. We need to copy this first. Let's copy, or else if you're getting doubt, so let's copy full and just paste over here. That's it. Save. Let's close this file, get back, and then guys, main concept starts over here. We are not going to use all this. We are going to check with API token authentication. So for this, you need to over here issuing the API tokens. Whenever you're using Sanctum, that time you have to use this has API token. So let's copy this and go inside our model, app model user.php model. So over here you need to add, give comma and give space, and import the class of this has API. So let's copy from here itself, copy and paste. So this is a has token API, all set. And now let's go below and create a route for this. So this is the route. You can see with this protecting routes. Okay, until and unless you are logged in, that time you cannot access the route. So let's copy this route, go back and move to your API.php file. So let's comment this. This is old API.php code. Let's leave below and paste over here with the new one. As simple guys, we don't require this get user and all. Let's comment this also and create our group middleware route : group middleware, where this is the auth sanctum. We are going to copy and paste over here, and let's remove this second one, we don't require, so we are going to set, and all the routes whichever you want you can paste inside this. So for example, we are going to take all these routes which we have created in previous part 3 videos. You can watch out the videos, link in description. Let's paste over here. Cool. So let's remove this, we don't require. Perfect. So guys, you can see that auth of sanctum it is given. So now let's try to access this data using your postman, and over here now let's send this request of your products. Okay, so this product, your URL, so make sure you have started your project, started your development server at the local host. So copy this and paste that path, API/product. Let's send the request now using get method. We are using a get method get. You can see the message unauthenticated. Why? You have to send the headers over here first. Okay, so accept headers only and then send the JSON. At that time you will get this message as unauthenticated. Perfect. Or else if you don't send this, let us see what happens. Okay, so you can see some HTML input, right? Let me just show you the preview of this. You can see this login form is given, but we don't require this login form. So for that sake, we are going to send the accept only application/JSON. So now let us see. Cool. So guys, we are getting unauthenticated, and now let's begin with registering and then logging with the authentication and then get the data. So let's get back to our editor. So guys, now let's create a controller for that register and login system for this API for the sanctum. So guys, let's create one path called route : post call register, and the controller name you're going to call auth controller : class at register function. So guys, we have to create one controller called auth controller. So we will create this inside one API folder. So let's open your terminal and create one controller. So php artisan make controller, where inside my API folder /auth controller, hit enter. So controller created successfully. Let's go inside app http controller API folder. Okay, so inside this API folder we are going to auth controller just we created. As simple guys. Now let's kill this terminal and let's create one function called register. So public function register function name. So this register is copied from here, copy and paste over here. Okay, done. And now guys, we need to import this auth controller class. So let's right click and import the class. You can see that this is the path. Done. And now let's move to this register. Over here you are going to get all the requests, like whatever the input fields you are going to get. And first guys, we are going to validate. So let's create one variable called data is equal to $request of your validate function, and inside this function you are going to pass. And now let me just zoom that, and let's take this name first. So where you are going to give the name as this will be the required, it will be a string, and max we are going to give 191. And now next field we are going to give that email, which will be required, and string and max of 121. And one more thing which we are going to give, that unique thing, UNIQUE colon from the users table. So this users table is nothing but your this table. Okay, so inside your database users table. So let's copy that and paste over here, and which inside that user table I'm going to email column. Okay, and let's change this from string to email because we are going to validate as email, not string. Save. And now guys, we will create the password option, password, where we are going to tell this as required or string. Done. Once it's validated, then we are going to create or register the users. So let's create one variable called user is equal to call your user model. So from where you're going to call this user model. Let me just show you app models user.php. So this model you're going to call and create function with array. You're going to pass all the input fields. So that is nothing but the same data, name of your data, whatever you have validated, all this we have stored over here, right? So this input field of data, from this you are going to take this name. Done, comma, and same way you are going to call the other fields also, so which is email. So these are nothing but your database column names. I'll just show you. So these fields are your database column names. So let me just show that. Let's open this user table. Okay, so you can find that name is there and email is there. Okay, and then password over here. So let's get back. As simple guys, and now we are going to change this password directly to bicrypt that. Okay, so let's use hash make, where direct data of password. So let's import this class, import hash is imported over here. Perfect. And now guys, once it's done, we have to send the data, whatever the response you are getting. So before that, we have to create a token. Once you register over here, so that time we need one token to send over here. Okay, so for that, let's create the token. $token is equal to, how are you going to create the token? Let me just show you that inside the doc. We saw that above. Okay, so here is one method to create the token. So let's copy this and paste. Now we are not going to take the request, we are going to take the user detail and remove this user function, and then just create the token and request of input the token name. We are not going to send any data, we will directly create over here. So for example, funda project token. Save. So this will be my funda token, and then you can keep this in a plain text, as you can see over here, given as a plain text. Okay, so let's take this. Done. And now guys, let us return this. So guys, now before sending this, let's take this user and the token in one array. So let's create one variable called response is equal to, and create the array. Inside single quote, this will be your user data, dollar user variable, comma, and then your token. So let's copy this token and send that of your token variable. Done. And now let's return this. So return and response. Take this variable called response and paste and send the 201 request. So this 201 means that it has created something and it is successful. So guys, now let's save this and let's test. So let's unminimize. Okay, let's go to our postman and create one new request. So let's select with the post method and call the URL. So let me just copy from here. So my artisan is already served. Let's paste and give /API and / and then call your API route, that is register. So we are out of this. Paste. And now guys, let's go to our headers and give accept application /JSON, and then move to your body, select with the form data and give same input field names. So that is name, Funda project API, and the second value is email. Let me just make this small, funda@gmail.com. Third is password, which we are going to tell 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, and let's send the request. Sending request. Perfect. So we can see that, guys, the data has come with the user details, whatever we have created, that Funda project API, the email, and the token. So by using this token, we are going to access our protected routes. Okay, so let's copy this and keep paste. So let's keep over here, and now, guys, let's get back, create a new request, and now access your routes. So it is already given over here. Okay, so for this, let's copy this product and create the route first. Copy this URL, paste API/your products. Done. And now using get method, send request. Okay, give that accept application/JSON, send request. You can see unauthorized because it's not given the token. So now let's go to authorization and select over here the bearer token. Done. And let me just close this. Now token option has come. Let's copy the token which we have just copied and paste over here. Let's send the request. Cool. So guys, we have successfully fetched all the data using our token. So guys, now let's try to add one more data using this token. So let's go to our post, and over here, guys, let me just move. So this is my products table, and you can see that 2 records is there right now. Let's add one extra record, which is over here camera, and this is my route, and we are going to use header accept application and then send the body over here. And now let's see the route. What is this kind of route? Let's go, and inside we have given inside the auth sanctum that add product add. Okay, so now let us send this directly. Send the request. You can see unauthorized because we have not given the authorization. So let's go to authorization and give the bearer token and then send the token over here, whichever you have copied. Okay, as simple, and paste over here. Now let's try to send this request for adding the data. Okay, product added successfully. So guys, now let's get back to browse, and you can see that camera is added. Okay, so guys, we have successfully seen how to make this Laravel 8 API CRUD application with authentication. So unless and until it is authenticated, you cannot send or get the data in using API. So guys, now let us make a logout for this. So once if we log out, this token should be expired. Okay, so let's get started with that. So first let's move to our editor and create one logout route. So make sure that logout thing, it should be in your auth sanctum. Add that over here, route of post method, where we are going to tell log out, and inside the same controller we are going to do. So let's copy and paste and create one log out function. Copy and go to this auth controller and create one logout function. So let's move. Yep, guys. So public function where logout we are going to tell, and inside this, after logging out, I want to delete that token. So this bearer token which we are sending, we have to delete this. So from where you will delete, let me just show in the doc. you have over here, let's move. Okay, so this is the data, guys. So let's copy this and paste back. So this $user is nothing but it's authenticated one, but we are not going to fetch all those things over here and make long. So we will use direct Laravel auth function of user, and then we are going to take its token and delete the token. Okay, so after that, return response function, where you are going to send message which is logged out successfully. Once you're done with this logged out successfully, that time it will delete. So what this is going to delete is nothing but your data from your database called personal access token. So when you register, it stores that user ID and then your project name token, and it generates some token over here. Okay, so guys, now let's this command will delete your token. Okay, so let's try this, guys. So first let's get back to our api.php. let's copy this logout, and over here you are going to call that. So let's create one request and use the post method and call the path. So where's that path? Copy, paste, API/logout, and we have to send the bearer token. Okay, so let's go to authorization, select with the bearer token, and the token which we have copied and pasted in your notepad, that token only you have to send, and then only you can log out, or else you cannot log out after sending. And now guys, let us click to send request. You can see logged out successfully, and let us see in our database the token, refresh. You can see that data is deleted. So guys, this is the logic of this. So now let's get back and let's try to access this same with the bearer token. Okay, we have already this token, right? So let's try to access that. Send request. You can see unauthenticated. Okay, because this token is not existing, it's expired. So guys, now let's make a login system, because we have registered right over here with the same funda@gmail.com. So now let's create a login for this. So let's go on the new request and let's get back to editor. So copy and paste this and create a login over here and change the function name as login. Go to your auth controller and create the login function. So public function, login function. So first we are going to validate. So let me just copy from top itself for the validation. Copy and paste. Let's remove this name. We are not going to take this name one, and send all the requests. So whatever request you are getting, $request. Let's remove this. We don't require this user of this. And then now guys, we have to create the logic over here. So let's create one variable called user is equal to call your user model scope resolution, where you're going to get the first record of it. So from where you're going to take this email. So this email is nothing but your database column field I required. So this email is coming from your DB. So from the user table, which we have this email column. Okay, so this email column we are calling over here, where you're going to call your input field value. So input field value is this $data of your email input. Okay, and then paste. So now guys, let's use a if else condition to check that the record is existing or the password is wrong. So let's use if else. Okay, so insert this if not $user. Okay, not symbol or your password. So not hash check, where you're going to check the password. So what password you're going to check? The input field password. So let's check this input field $data of password. So this input field password you're going to take, and the answer from here. If that email exists, you're going to check that. From this table you're going to get that all the records. So from here only you're going to call your password. So this is coming from your database column field. So this password, you're getting this record. If you're logging with this funda@gmail.com, you're getting the password and then checking with this over here. Okay, return response function, where you're going to assign the message as invalid credentials. Okay, and you are going to give 401 error. So it is executed, but it has some error, so we are going to tell 401. So if it is no error, if the password matches and the user also is existing, then you are going to come over here and create the token. So guys, to create token, we have made in our registered time. So let's copy that same token and paste over here. So $user, so this $user of create token, you can create with the same name, or else you can tell login. So funda project token login with the plain token text. And now guys, let's return this. So before returning, let's create one array variable. Response is equal to, so let's send where I want to store the user detail. So this $user, I'm going to take this and store inside this. And guys, next I want to store the token. So let's create one token, and the token value you are getting from here. So let's send that response. Done. And now once it's set, you are going to tell return response function $response. You are sending this with the message 200, which means successful. Let's save. And now guys, let's go back to our postman and create one new request. So let's click on this plus, and we are working the API / your route. So API route, it's login. So copy this login and send over here. And now guys, let's move to header, and over here give the key as accept application /JSON. Done. And let's move to body, click on form data and give the column field name email. So this email is coming from your column database user table, that is email and password. So these two fields you have to enter, email and password. So email ID and the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 we have given, and let's change this to post method. And now guys, when we send this, we have to get the user detail, which user details are there, and the token. So let's send the request now. Perfect. So you can see guys that user detail have come and the token also is generated over here. So now let's copy this token and keep in a notepad. Done. Now guys, we will be using this token to access the data. So let's get back where this is my API /products. So we have details over here. So let's send the request. Before that, over here authorization, this is the old one. Okay, so let's remove this, and this is the default. And now I'm going to access the data. Send request. You can see unauthenticated, we have logged in, but okay. So for this, let's copy this token variable which we have already stored. So let's copy this and get back to our products URL API and send the authorization to that bearer token and send the token over here. And now let's try to access the data of products. Send request. Cool. So you can see guys, the data has come. So when you make any mistake also in this bearer token, extra detail send, it will say unauthenticated. Okay, let me just paste, send request, set, done. And now guys, let us log out. So let's move to our logout URL. So this is my logout and the token which we have just made that. So let's copy this token and send that over in your header. Okay, so just you have to come to authorization, choose with the bearer token and send the token over here. Done. Okay, and now let's send the request and it should log out successfully. Logout logged out successfully, and let's get back to our products URL and let's fetch this with the same token. Okay, so we generated, send, perfect. So unauthenticated it is telling because we have logged out from that. So guys, in this video that's it. We have completed with how to make a login, registration and logout system with Laravel Sanctum, where we are using for the REST API CRUD application. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.